Moving to Chicago? You're not alone. Thousands of people do it every year. It can be a hassle if you don't know the city. That's where we come in. Here's what you should know. Like most places, spring and summer are ideal for a move, though fall and winter are definitely the cheapest. Most moves happen in the first of the month and during the warm parts of the year. You might save yourself some competition for street space if you schedule yours for mid-month instead.
That said, Chicago is full of big festivals, concerts, football and baseball games, and lots of other busy stuff. Check your area in advance to make sure you aren't moving on a day when your route may be blocked off.
Chicago is up north and next to a big, cold lake, so winters can be pretty brutal. It gets dark, too. Sunsets are as early as 4:30 for a little while.
The good news is there are plenty of local moving companies ready to help year-round. Check the link at the top of the description to find the best ones. Keep in mind that around here, snow can get bad enough to flat out prevent trucks from getting where they need to be, especially in alleyways where the stuff piles up fast. Our moving pros will help advise you on what to do if it gets really bad. In these cases, it's best to keep your move-in date a little flexible. If you're renting a truck, make sure to purchase damage waiver insurance on it. We recommend getting SLI or supplemental liability insurance as well.
If you're driving into Chicago, you may hit some toll roads. Most tolls range from under $1 to around $3, but some can be even higher. And those fees can really add up depending on how long you're out there.
Cameras will snap your plates if you skip the pay booths, and there are options to take care of it later online, but this can be more than a little confusing, so we recommend just paying as you go. Many booths will take cards, but try to have some cash on you as well. If you'll be making frequent commutes on toll roads, look into the Easy Pass and iPass toll programs to save time and money.
If you're driving a rented truck and those plates get photographed, the rental company will get that bill and pass it on to you, possibly with an added fee.
But if you hired a moving service and they're driving your stuff in their truck, container, or whatever, they'll take care of it instead. Quick tip, most map apps will give you an option to skip tolls altogether. It'll just take a little longer. Aim to hit the city between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. or just after 6 p.m. That should keep you out of the worst traffic. Weekends are usually best. Towing your car behind a truck may cause a lot of stress in the tight city streets. If you're bringing one, best to just have someone drive it separately. Remember, you'll need to account for parking for both. Your safest bet is reserving street space in advance for your truck or container. Check the link in the description for a helpful permit puller that will legally keep cars from blocking your unloading zone.
You should also use your own padlock for your truck, especially if it needs to stay loaded overnight. If you are planning to bring a car, be sure to check in about the parking situation. An apartment might have a garage, a designated space, or just street parking. You may need to get a special resident sticker to avoid getting tickets in your neighborhood. Links for more on that below. If your new place doesn't have a driveway, you can park in a nearby street. As long as there's no sign telling you not to, you're good to go. Chicago has regular street cleaning, and you might get a ticket if you park there during your street's time. There are always signs posted about this well in advance, but you can check on it anytime with the link in the description. If you're wondering if you should even bring a car when you move to Chicago, the answer is you can. You don't have to. Chicago has a pretty robust system of buses and trains, as well as bike lanes and divvy stations where you can quickly pick up and drop off rental bikes. They also have taxis and rideshare apps, but relying on those is going to run you into some money. If you are flying your family, pets, or items into Chicago for your move, there are 2 airports you need to be aware of.
O'Hare is a fair distance northwest of the city center, while Midway is further south. Some airlines fly exclusively out of one or the other, so your travel options are gonna vary. Both have plenty of parking, as well as access to buses and a train line directly in and out. The blue line for O'Hare and the orange line at Midway.
You can save yourself a lot of time and strain by hiring professional movers to unload for you. Costs will vary, but here's a snapshot.
Hiring movers in Chicago costs an average of $366, and it typically takes 2 to 4 hours to complete the job. Most people hire 2 movers at a time and get a truck somewhere between 17 and 26 feet.
Once you're done, the average hot dog is going to cost you $3 to $5, with the best ones being at Portillo's. We're not sponsored or anything, we just like starting food fights in the comments. For more info on affordable movers for your move to the Windy City or anywhere else, visit HireAHelper.com.